10 Impressive Animals Rescue. Animals are very independent creatures. They can search for food, build shelters, and defend themselves. But sometimes these creatures find themselves in situations where humans are the only hope to survive. In today's video, you will see the most touching animal rescues. Coyote. These coyotes apparently wanted to play soccer, but the game ended up very dramatic for them. Lucky Animal Control came to rescue very quickly. The animals resisted a little, but eventually they were safe and released back into the wild. Giraffe. Watching this video may make you feel uncomfortable. A huge giraffe lies motionless on the ground, entangled in the wire of an electric fence. Luckily, on that day, workers from the next farm were passing by and saw the poor animal. They cut the wire and then started pulling the giraffe aside. And to the surprise of the rescuers, the animal woke up in a couple of seconds and ran off to its friends as if nothing had happened. Fox. Most likely this fox was chasing something at a very high speed at night and tried to jump between the trees. But the calculations were a little off. Imagine spending the whole night with your legs trapped in an uncomfortable position like that. No wonder why the exhausted animal was not in the best mood when the rescuers arrived. They had to be very cautious while releasing the animal. After released, the animal refused to take a single step until it realized that it was now free. And even after that, it had enough strength to quickly jump over the fence. Leopard. In India, locals noticed a young leopard in an artesian well more than 20 feet deep. Without the help of humans, no animal would be able to get out of there. After being afloat for several hours, the 4-year-old mammal was exhausted and could use some help. That's when the guys from Forestry Department and the Wildlife SOS organization got into action. First, they lowered a wooden plank to the wells so the animal could conserve its strength, and soon the animal happily climbed into a special trap cage. You can even see the cute footage from inside the trap. As the door slammed shut, the rescuers pulled the cage to the surface. This is how a grateful leopard looks like. Camel. These animals might be adapted to living in hot climate, but they are not immune from dehydration. This driver saw the following scene: an almost dead camel lying on the side of the road, clearly thirsty. The driver knew exactly what he had to do, although he was probably in a hurry. But the grateful look of the animal was worth it. Elephant. Let's go to Kenya, where a rescue organization and a construction company worked together to rescue this young guy who got in trouble. The animal fell into a deep mud pit and spent 12 hours stuck in there, until wildlife conservationists called the help of a local construction company who used their digger to plow the elephant to safety. Bambi. Just imagine you are walking in the park and when you lower your eyes you see a real Bambi who is clearly in trouble. The poor animal fell down the drain culvert and couldn't get out. People who saw the poor animal immediately got into action. A brave woman volunteered to help out the poor baby and then managed to put the little guy in a backpack and climbed back up with it. The animal was freezing cold and clearly very hungry, but it was quickly brought to life and reunited with its family in nature. Killer whales. These are considered the most dangerous marine predators on Earth, but sometimes they also need human support. That's what happened with 4 killer whales that got into shallow waters off the coast of Russian island of Sakhalin and couldn't get out. Did you imagine these animals screaming in such a moving way? The ice formed a deadly trap. 3 animals were rescued almost immediately, but things got more difficult when it came to 20-foot Willie. Rescuers had to spend the whole night in the cold and pour water on the poor animal until the next tide. Kangaroo. Next stop is Australia. This young kangaroo probably was trying to cool off, but seemed to forget about the tide. Good thing the rescuers came to help, and he seems to be grateful for the human support. After pulling the animal out of the water, the team had to sedate it in order to do a complete medical check. It seems like there were no wounds, but this infection would still not hurt. After having some rest, the animal rushed into the woods to find its family. Dog. Can you see this little thing on the left side of the screen? This is an unfortunate dog who is standing alone on the stone among the raging streams of water at the dam. The risks of rescuing animals in such places are very high, but that didn't stop these two friends. They used a rope to rescue the animal, and thankfully it all ended well. Have you ever rescued an animal? Share your experience with us. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.